Hey everybody, welcome to the Dealey's Book Series channel. I'm Christina, Kristina And I feel like I should be like this in a dark room. It was a dark and stormy night. Sorry, cruising. This book, Samantha Downing, he started it. It wasn't, how do I put this? It was horrible. No, it wasn't horrible. The point was that it was so, I'm not a Stephen King person. I used to be when I was younger, but I am not a Stephen King person. And this had such a Stephen King feel to it. But I couldn't put it down. It held my attention. I could not put it down. And while we're at it, please like and subscribe to the channel. Please show me the like. I don't know why so many people will watch a video, and statistics say you only watch it for a minute or two, so please watch it longer than that. And please like. It's really important to like. I would really appreciate it if you could like the channel. It would mean so much to me. But anyway, like I was saying, this had such a Stephen King feel to it. And I really just wanted to put it down and be done with it. But I had to know what happened. I just had to know. It was like, I just had to know. So, in the beginning, there's a couple, a young couple, I guess. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. They have 4 children. And something's gone wrong. And the grandfather decides that he's going to take the kids for a road trip. And it's the road trip from hell. But apparently, and it's not really explained well, but apparently, he went to the house when the parents weren't home and told the kids that he was going to take them on a road trip so he could give the parents a chance to fix their relationship, I guess, solve marital problems. But apparently the parents didn't know that he was doing this. So supposedly he kidnapped them. So anyways, 10, 20 years later, the grandfather has died. And apparently he was quite wealthy. And he wants them, the kids, to recreate the road trip. And, I can see where she got this title from, because you always hear these stories about car trips, and it's like, he started it, no, she started it, she did it first, she touched me, oh my God, he touched me. Are we there yet? But, it's just, I don't even know how to, alright, so, he takes them on this road trip. Your grandfather asked that his body be cremated. The next part I will read exactly as he stated it, the lawyer said. A paper shuffled. The sound was strange, like Grandpa had found the one lawyer who didn't use a computer. Go on the road trip, scatter my ashes at the end. Once I'm in my final resting place, my estate will be equally divided between you. There's also a provision for a rental car. Any questions? The road trip, not a road trip. There had only been one road trip. No, we had no questions. As for the estate, your grandfather's assets include his house, car, retirement fund, and investment account. Everything is to be divided equally between the three of you. The lawyer paused. While the house, car, and furnishings will have to be valued, the total liquid assets is $33.5 million, and later it's determined to be closer to 8. There is a few final conditions to receive your inheritance. Your grandfather stipulated that anyone who ends up in jail, who does not complete the trip, or who deviates from the original trip in any way will get nothing. Okay. It's just, ugh, you have to. All right, I'm gonna give this to you. There are 4 siblings. Now that's a spoiler. There are 4 siblings. Okay. I will tell you that 6 people, 6 people went on the first road trip. Okay. There are 4 siblings. 6 people went on the first road trip. And 4 people returned. And they weren't all siblings. Okay. Let me repeat. 6 people went on the first. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people will go on the second road trip. And there are other people involved in a way. So, and you're not, small spoiler, because you will have to read the whole book to figure out what happens. But not everybody will survive the road trip. I mean, look at the cover. However, and you're going to read this at your own risk, okay? Because I was drawn into this book and I just had to know. I just had to know what happened, okay? Major spoiler. And I shouldn't do this to you, but I will tell you that you have to finish the book. You, your individual you. The author leaves it up to your own personal imagination as to what happened. You can write your own personal version of the last chapter for yourself and keep it for yourself. But huge spoiler, because I was just like, I've got to know. And I was like, what? Really? You're going to leave me on the ledge like that? But that's what she does. She leaves you on the ledge. I was going to do a more detailed, but this thing is just, the original road trip. And they go through both road trips. They do. She goes back and forth. It was real. They did Helen Keller and so they went to the Helen Keller Museum. I recommend it, and I recommend Joseph P. Lash's book on Helen Keller. By the way, I should have brought it. I forgot about it. But and then they do the Bonnie and Clyde Museum, and then they do the Cadillac Graveyard, and some other places before some stuff happens within the family. But Oh, and because the rental car was provided by the grandfather. Because, like, sometimes you start thinking about the fact that, um, why, how could they say, why couldn't they just say, we did the road trip, um, and just give us the money? But apparently there had to be proof. There had to be, they got the rental car, and the rental car would record where they went. Receipts from hotels. They had to state certain hotels and certain restaurants and stuff like that. The whole thing was planned out, and it's just creepy as all hell. It's just creepy. And let me see what else. I think I had a whole bunch of stuff to read, but I'm deciding that you need to get creeped out by yourself. Not long after our conference with grandfather's lawyer, Eddie called and said Krista was coming with us. We've been married 6 months, he said. I can't just leave her alone to go on a road trip with you guys. So it's the right, 3 children and 2 spouses that go on the second road trip. And it's just so creepy. You know something's gonna happen. And stuff does happen. Somebody starts sabotaging their vehicle, they get flat tires, somebody takes a car part off the car. All this stuff happens. Someone starts running off the road. And it's so twisted and twisted. So you really gotta read this stupid thing. And it starts off, you're led to believe that the marriages are happy ones. Light bulb, they're not happy. Nope, 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 nope. But you will soon learn, and a couple of the characters violate the terms of the will and the whole 9 yards, but you really gotta just check this out yourself. I was gonna read some of it, but it's just too twisted. You've really gotta check this out. The characters are twisted. It's so Stephen Kingish. It really is. It's really Stephen Kingish. And I really wanted to put this down. I really did. But I couldn't because I had to know what happened. I just had to know what happened. It just drew me in so bad. So I had about 10 things. Oh, and there's a surprise about the parents at the end too, that you sort of saw coming, but you weren't sure how it worked out until you were actually told. So that was kind of creepy too. But the author, the author says, and I quote, "You will have to figure that one out for yourself." So read this book and be prepared to make your own ending. But it's usually not my cup of tea or my wheelhouse or any of those, because I've got some cozies waiting for me over there. But I couldn't put it down. So let me try this. And I was like, huh? What? Huh? Ooh, what? Ooh. It's just creepy. It's just creepy. So please like and subscribe, and please check out the book. Please like my channel. Show me some love. Thank you.